Melissa.
Hey, Lenore.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there,
Hanging in there, getting in this winter season.
getting through these short days.
Mm.
I'm sleeping more. How about you?
Oh, I want to sleep more. I feel like I'm ready to go to bed at early in the
Me
day.
too. Me too.
I
Me
know.
too. It's dreary. We're trying to take our vitamin D.
Yes.
We're trying to work out.
Trying to eat nutrient-rich food.
Trying to stay healthy, but I'm using my happy light every day.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I pulled that sucker out in September this year.
I need a happy light. That's great. So you've been talking to me about Southern Charm, the
Yes.
Bravo show.
That is in its 11th season.
Yes. So give a little background for people that might not know what Southern Charm is.
So, Southern Charm is a reality TV show based on a few people's lives in Charleston, South Carolina. The men are of various ages. They started off, some of them young. The creator of the show, Whitney, is on. He's got to be 45. I don't know how
Oh, at
old he
least,
is,
yeah.
maybe older.
Mm-hmm.
Not married, no family. His mom is on.
Mm-hmm.
And then an ever-changing cast of women.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
The
The men
women have,
stayed the same,
you're
the
right.
women have changed.
The men have stayed the same and the women have changed. And of course, it's intermingled with Summer House, the other Bravo
Yes.
show,
Yes.
because there was one of the characters in Southern Charm was dating one of the characters in Summer House.
Right. And I think the thing about Southern Charm that I think is uh activating for some people is it demonstrates very traditional gender role views.
100%.
Mm-hmm. So when I say that, I mean like the men are the head of the household and the structure, and the women are definitely looked upon as eye candy. I hate that word.
No, it's
or,
true.
Or what they can bring as far as that. So I think the show's polarizing in that way because I think for some people that's how they grew up and that feels comfortable, and other people are, what the heck? It's 2026. What are we doing?
And if you've never watched this show, you definitely should start from the beginning,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the first couple seasons were
wild.
And you're like, is this real? Are these people really like this?
If you are a card carrying feminist, you might need to take your anxiety medicine before you watch the first couple seasons of this show. But
yes,
it is a good look at how people really do view gender roles.
No, it's really interesting because in the first couple seasons, Catherine was talking to her grandmother about the father of her child,
right?
Who wasn't the father. She said, I'm dating someone. And the grandmother said, well, how old is he? And she said, he's 50 something. Now, this woman was 23 at the time. And her grandmother said, oh, that's okay. That's it. It's fine if you love him. I mean, she's 23. What do you even know at 23, right?
Yeah. And listen, I think there can be age gap relationships,
sure.
But when you look at that, there was definitely a clear motivation from both parties, I think, to get their needs met in a relationship.
Absolutely. So here we are, setting that pattern. Here we are in season 11 with, I call them the Lost Boys, and they identify as the Lost Boys.
They're little Peter Pans.
As you'll see in this season, they don't want to grow up, even though they say they do. Ugh. We have Craig. What are your thoughts on Craig? Because you're either Team Craig or you're not Team Craig.
I'm not Team Craig.
Why not?
I shouldn't say that. I think Craig is like a lot of clients I've had over the years. So I shouldn't say I'm not Team Craig. I think Craig would do really well with some radical honesty.
Honesty?
Yes.
Craig? In the same sentence? So wait a minute.
That's why I'm not Team Craig, because I think he has a lot of potential if he could be radically honest. And I think he has moments that peaks out and that's really endearing, but I can't trust a word he says. So I can't be on his team.
He does have a series of lying over the episodes, over the years.
Serious
lies. I still don't know if he ever passed the bar. Did he pass the bar?
I don't know.
He lied about being in law school.
Right.
When he got fired, what did he say when he got fired?
Oh, I don't even remember, but he was just, he said, like, we parted ways. No, you got fired.
He said, my boss and I had a difference of opinion.
A difference of opinion. If Lenore ever fires me, you'll know because I'll say Lenore and I had a difference of opinions.
Who says that? You just no look, no one is
You got let go.
no one wants to say you got fired. You got let go. That's a good way to say,
but that's no. So Craig is very polarizing, and while he is different than some of the other men in the sense of he really works hard, he's not just living off of a trust fund.
He does work hard.
He does work hard, and he doesn't have outwardly as gender traditional norms. I think his not redeeming factor is you can't trust a word he says. And for me, that's important. Whether you're my friend or just someone that's supposed to be entertaining me, if I can't trust a word you say, I can't feel safe with you.
The basis of all relationships is trust. If you don't have trust, you don't have anything.
Nothing.
What do you have?
Nothing.
So
I don't trust Craig Conover over.
But he does want relationships. He wants
a
relationship, and he is not a cheater.
So that's what makes him conflicting for me. He works hard. He doesn't cheat. He does seem to value women a lot more than the men on the show.
He does. Yeah. He looks at having an equal relationship with women. I think he probably visited Paige as much as she visited him.
Yeah. I think he does have some great qualities. But I wish he would get honest with these bigger things, because I think he is a very likable person if he would allow himself to be seen.
He's a good looking guy. Let's make no mistake about that. He's a good looking guy, but I mean, a lot of the people are good looking, with the exception of Whitney.
Oh my gosh.
Whitney looks like, I don't know, like a human vampire.
Oh my god.
Doesn't he? He just kind of looks like a human vampire.
Whitney, I've never thought about him in those terms, but Whitney is not someone I would feel safe around. He looks like he's constantly ogling everyone in his eyesight.
Yeah, and he can get away with a lot because mom's worth 100 million.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Yep. And he knows it.
And everybody in Charleston knows it. So I'm sure he gets his way, but
100 million.
His mom's worth 100 million.
Now she's another character study we could do.
She's a good character.
She was married 4 or 5 times.
I think so.
To very, very wealthy men.
Yes. And she dabbled in the art world herself and made a lot of money from art.
Yes.
Forget who the famous dude she was married to was, but he was an investment banker.
Yeah.
He made rules of money.
Oh, yeah. She was very intelligent and went after what she wanted.
Sure, more power to her, right?
Yeah.
You do what you have to do, right?
So these lost boys Craig fits in there a little bit, but outside of Craig, they just can't seem to stay in a relationship.
Shep and Austin, and probably Whitney.
Whitney, yeah. And over the years, some of the other gentlemen that are no longer on the show, but yeah, Shep and Austin and Whitney cannot seem to cobble together more than.
Yeah. And Shep this year, I think, is 48. He's 48. And I think he does say in one of the episodes, I'm not sure I can swim in this pool anymore with the 24-year-olds.
Well, then he follows it up by saying he's increased it to 26. So let's not give him too much credit.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, he says he's updated his age limit to 26. So let's just let that sink in.
He also doesn't have like a job. I hate to say real job, but he's not as motivated. He's a trust fund guy. He goes to the mailbox, gets his check every month.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
Well, that's an interesting dynamic. It's like, if you never have to work hard for anything, it might be hard to work hard for a relationship, because relationships take a lot of effort.
It's true. That is very true.
Maybe I'm giving him too much psychological credit here, but.
And he wants what he wants. And he's never been, even when he was in that relationship with Taylor.
Right.
Oh yeah, he didn't treat her very well.
No.
But they were in a relationship for 3 years, and didn't he cheat on her?
Yeah.
I think he did cheat on her.
He cheated on her. He got her to quit her job, which was like a stable, like veterinarian assistant job. And he wanted her to travel all over the world. So he definitely wooed her, but then she had nothing at the end of it.
And his biggest level of commitment is giving people a shark tooth. He gives women a shark tooth a shark tooth. Like it's he gives everybody the same shark tooth to show his level of commitment, which yeah, his level of commitment is to use some random thing he found on the beach.
A trinket, yeah.
A trinket worth nothing. Yeah.
It's true. And Austin, as while Austin doesn't have the financial backing, he's right up there with the infidelity and can't focus and can't commit.
He did have a beer company, but you don't hear anything about it. So I don't know, I have to Google after this if it's failing. I'm sure it's failing. We'll have our handy dandy research team, Melissa, check and make sure if it's the beer company. Austin Kroll. And did we mention these men are tall? They're all tall.
They are all tall.
No short kings among them.
Trop hop.
That's right.
Let's see. There are no short kings, but you do never hear anything about his beer, which I think
he doesn't have it on the show, as opposed to Summer House is all Loverboy products. There's no product placement. So I don't know how hard he works it.
Well, that's the other thing, and I think that, yeah, he's not the Trop Hop does not have a large net worth estimation. And I remember someone saying Andy Cohen was so annoyed with him. Andy Cohen is a big executive producer at Bravo and was so annoyed with Austin Kroll because he said, you have had 5 seasons to get a product into the hands of people. Like, you should be using this platform as a jumping off. You should be wise with your business. There's no reason.
That's like saying to somebody, here's a pile of money. I'm going to put it right in front of you. All you have to do is pick it. And he chooses not to.
Yep.
I just think anyway, his character this season is very interesting because he's now in a committed relationship. I'll put ditto mark, quotation marks around that. He's in a relationship with Audrey. She lives in Charleston. So she lives in Charlotte.
Yes.
So she's 3 hours away, 3.5 hours away. And on this season, I'm not sure if you saw that part, she drives to Charleston 90% of the time. 90. Now, this is from a guy who doesn't really have a 9-to-5 job, who could easily come up and visit her.
Correct.
And they've been dating for 1.5 years. I just want to shake her.
Well, yeah. And it lends itself to a bigger question. I mean, I think it's easy for us to say, like, what are these men doing? And that is a valid question. But I'm with Lenore. I want to shake the women, because if he can't commit to coming to pick you up or coming to your home, how is he ever going to commit to you on anything deeper?
And now this season, Craig is single for the first time in 3 years. And Austin is just looking at him saying, like, well, I kind of wish I was single. Although I'm happy in my relationship with Audrey, but I really wish I was single. And and you could see it in the show. And that's one of the underpinnings of the show is the two of them fighting. And
yeah,
I mean, their relationship has always been built on the other men, Shep and Austin, picking at Craig.
Yes.
And it continues now.
Yeah.
It's continuing with Austin picking at him, but picking at him because he's kind of jealous.
I think he's very jealous. I think Craig has really taken a lot of runway with making sure his time on TV is profitable for him in the long run.
Absolutely.
And I think he was very wise to do that. And I think Austin is lazy from what we see and is jealous.
And what's Shep doing?
Well, I don't think
anything.
But Shep has a trust fund. I don't think Shep has to do it. I mean, I think he should, but I don't think he has to. Where I don't think Austin has this unlimited funds.
That's very, very true. But neither is producing. When I say producing, I mean anything for society.
Anything. Like, I'd be thrilled if they did a charity.
Go do a charity, right? Go do something.
Anything.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. You see in this season, Austin's going back and forth. I love Audrey, but I can't see myself staying with her for the rest of my life. And what do people do when they make a commitment to stay with somebody for the rest of my life? And do I have to find somebody that makes me lose my breath when I look at them? And I kind of want to know what your take on that is, because Madison's like, well, you probably should find somebody that makes you lose your breath. Like, you can't breathe without them. And I'm kind of like, Are they really romanticizing everything this much?
Well, first of all, I'm laughing because watch this on YouTube if you can, because Lenore's facial expressions just now were hysterical. She's so annoyed with these boys, and I do mean boys. But second of all, I don't think that's realistic. I mean, I think that's nice in the beginning to be like excited and consumed by the person, but I don't think that's long-term relationships. Like you're
Oh,
losing your breath over them.
you're gonna have that a year and a half later. You're gonna be in the pulmonologist's office.
And I just think that's like an easy cop out because I think that if people want to make it work, they will make it work.
It's an easy cop
It's a
out.
very easy cop
You're
out.
right. You're dating somebody a year and a half in. You're not gonna lose your breath when they show up at the door.
I always think back to like when I first started, like when you're first starting to date someone, you go out with them. Like if they wanted to go out to dinner on a weeknight, I would do it. If you stay up later, you do all of these things because you're so excited
Yeah.
and you have like that adrenaline. Now, even if a friend asked me to go out to eat during the week, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding? No, it's winter.
It's
No, we don't.
okay.
Time for bed.
Time for bed.
And even Madison is pushing this on the show. And I'm sorry, her husband he seems like a sweetheart,
Mhm.
but I don't think I don't think he is a deep sharer.
No.
I think everything is buttoned up and buttoned in and typical male role, which I hate.
He is, yeah, he is. He seems like a nice stoic, but
Stoic.
definitely a stoic.
He's
Yeah.
definitely a stoic.
But I think Madison might be hamming it up for the show. And I think she is kind of a guy's girl. I don't know that she's a girl's girl.
She is getting every ounce of business out of this show that she can. Good for her.
Good for
But
her.
you're right. She's a little bit of a pot stirrer this season.
Mhm.
But you remember the classic? This was from a couple seasons ago when Madison was dating Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this?
The Madison years. Yes.
So Austin,
You're a beta.
what's that?
When she goes, you're a beta.
I forgot that one.
You're a beta blank. Meaning he's not alpha. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. He was literally having a threesome. So he had two women in his apartment in various stages of undress. And Madison knocked on the door, found him, called him out. He answered the door in his underwear. You can see this on YouTube. And he screamed at Madison,
yeah,
you're crazy.
If I could have jumped through the TV screen.
And women, this is a common thing that men will say, or anybody. Yep. I don't want to be sexist. If someone tells you you're crazy and it doesn't seem logical, they're trying to dominate you. Mm-hmm. They're trying to get you to question everything you say. Yes, Madison, you're crazy. There are not two half-naked women in my apartment that you're seeing with your own eyes. And I'm not really in my underwear.
I was going to say my saggy boxers, like answering the door. But yes, he was trying to flip the narrative. And if you do look it up on YouTube, he has such a nasty tone. He's like, you're crazy. You're crazy. And it's like, I am not the one cheating on you.
She was crazy for dating him.
Well, yeah. But I think some of the red flags are if someone tries to change the narrative on you, if someone won't put any effort into your relationship.
Yeah.
If someone can't meet you where you're at, whether that's emotionally, or spiritually or mentally. Now, we're not saying everyone has the same capacity, but the attempt is there.
The attempt is there. And even the relationship between Craig and Austin, you see this pattern of Austin just picking at him. Why? Because Austin's questioning his relationship with Audrey.
Yeah.
And Craig calls him out on it in kind of a nice way. I mean, because Craig says, I hope you find your happiness. Yeah. I mean, he's angry, but he's not name calling or putting him down, because Austin is clearly like talking about him. Look, who's he going with? Look at him. Who does he think he is? And Austin just clearly wants to be single.
Yeah. And you know what? If you want to be single, be single.
Be single.
Don't drag people along with you.
Don't drag other people into it. So that's been the narrative this far.
Yeah.
Well, plus we have the Benita and Craig thing, right?
Yeah. So they're fighting publicly and privately. Benita backed Craig's ex-girlfriend page publicly. And Craig didn't like that and had a little temper tantrum, and now they're not talking.
Well, and let's get into it. What really happened was Craig and my understanding, not that I was there.
Yeah.
Craig and Paige broke up, and Craig said to her, I need some time.
Yes.
Because he didn't want the public onslaught. Paige said, fine, we won't announce it. A month goes by, right? A month goes by. He's still not saying anything.
Yep.
And then when it came out, how did it come out?
Oh, well, let me back up a little bit. So a month goes by and he starts going on vacation with single people.
He did?
Yeah.
And she did too, right?
Yes, but that's when she announced it on her podcast.
Okay.
We broke up because she said, well, if I'm just gonna start getting messages he's cheating on me.
Right.
Because it could look that way,
Sure.
But he wasn't. He was single, but they hadn't announced. So she announced it on her podcast, Giggly Squad. And then he got very upset.
Everybody called down on her. And then there were rumors that she was cheating on him because in the meantime, I think she had started to date somebody.
Casually, yeah.
And he never came out and said, we didn't cheat on each other. She didn't cheat on me. Yes. He said, she chose what she chose.
Yes.
And that's why Vanita got mad at him. Vanita was like, Craig, why are you doing this?
Yes.
Why are you not clearing her name? And, when you're a public figure like that, that's a big deal.
It's just so hurtful, whether you're a public figure or not. But yes, public figure that ups the ante, but it's very hurtful. It's like, my intentions.
Yeah.
So to say she made her choice leaves it way open for any interpretation.
He used the word betrayed too, and Watch What Happens Live. He said, I was betrayed. That sounds like cheating.
It implies
cheating.
It implies something very nefarious, either cheating or financial problems or something. It's not a we grew apart and it hurt me. It is very damaging, whether it's on this big public scale or on a private scale.
But it is like 7th grade stuff. It really is like 7th grade stuff. Now Vanita's like, you need to take my side, Sally, and not like Craig, because I don't like him, which is like, okay, maybe they're stretching. Maybe the producer is stretching with.
Well, although I will say, so Sally is Vanita's best friend. Vanita's in this public thing with Craig, and Sally now has a crush on Craig and wants to hang out with him. While it might be 7th grade, that would bother me.
Okay, yeah.
That would bother me.
Yeah.
I don't think I would tell my friend you can't date them, but I definitely have like old school loyalty, which may or may not be healthy, but like
old school loyalty.
An enemy of Lenore's is an enemy of mine.
There you go. Yeah.
And so I can see how that wears on someone of like, hey, this guy's publicly not being nice to me, and now you want to hook up with him?
Yeah, you're not. Now you're. Yeah. And Sally wants all the men. She's like, I call dibs, not on one, but all of them. I want all of them.
You can't do that.
Except Whitney the vampire. So anyway, it's been fun. It's fun and interesting watching these people hawk their products. More power to them. It's fun and interesting watching how the producers are stirring things up, right?
More power to them.
More power to them.
But the takeaways, I think it's easy for us to be like, these men are insane, or Sally's, you can't call all the men, or okay, Vanita, let's pull back. But I think it's good to look at who in your life is doing that, or am I doing that?
Yeah. And how many people are like, if you're 38 years old or 48 years old and you don't want commitment, I mean, I think there's a problem there. I don't know.
Gotta look at it. I think you just need to be honest with yourself and others. So if you don't want commitment, but you're not dating people, that's fine.
Right.
But don't misrepresent.
Oh, before we sign off, remember the season where Austin was like, oh, I just figured out. I think he was 36. I just figured out. I shouldn't introduce them to my parents. I shouldn't call them. I shouldn't lead them on and think that we're moving to the next level when we're not. He goes, imagine that. I just need to be honest with women. I was like, oh my God.
This was last season. It only took us 10 seasons. It only took us 10 seasons to get there. Oh, idiots.
All right, Melissa, this has been fun.
Bye.
See you later.